Alright guys, welcome back to ACPL Teen Summer Reading 2021. Today we are making folded book hedgehogs. And as you open up your kit, you will find several things in there. You will find a pair of googly eyes, you will find some little nose pompoms that we're going to be using later, you will find a Reader's Digest condensed book. For your own use, you will need to find something to put under it because we're about to be cutting this thing to pieces. Before you get upset about cutting up a book, please be advised that these are Reader's Digest condensed books. They are heavily abridged versions of very popular books. You're not damaging anything of great importance. They are, however, better constructed than you want to think they are, so getting them apart may be interesting. I'm just using the scissors that I gave you guys in with this on top of a catalog to make sure that I don't damage my surface. I advise you to do that as well. But yeah, eventually you will need to cut the text block out of the cover and just see how long that takes. Once you've got the book out of the cover, you'll want to clean up the edges a little bit, clean up the spine if you feel like it, and you will find that probably several of the pages at the very front and very back are very, very loose. You'll want to go ahead and pull those free because otherwise they won't stay when you're trying to actually make the hedgehog, and that kind of depends on it. So pull them out until they're actually mostly stable, and then you will start to fold them. I will link a different set of instructions for how to do this in the description below that gives you a bit more in-depth detail on how to do this. But pretty much you're just folding in one corner as far as it'll go, the main body of the page after that down to about the same level, and then the back corner down just a little bit. This is forming the nose, the body, and the tail of the hedgehog respectively. And then you just keep doing that. I did it for about 50 to 100 pages. You can make the hedgehog as dense as you like. You will not need the whole book. You definitely got more than enough book here to make 2, 3, maybe even 4 hedgehogs if you really want to. But you just fold it like this for quite some time. There is a bone folder, which looks like this, in your box as well that you can use if you don't think your fingers are making the folds crisp enough. And that's exactly what that's in there for. And I'll catch you guys when we get that done. Now, right about here is where my phone decided that it was out of storage, but it didn't beep to tell me, so I just kept going as if it was continuing. But it did indeed cut out. The steps that you're missing are getting the hedgehog cut away from the rest of the book block, and you're going to want to cut a few pages that aren't folded as well, just like we did at the beginning. It will be loose. And then you're going to want to attach the eyes. The backs are kind of hard to get off, but they are self-adhesive. If you don't feel like doing that, just glue them on and you'll be fine. Next up, we will be putting the nose on him, and it usually helps to just tip him completely upright like this so that he's staring straight up. I had to prop him against a Coke bottle, and you'll dab some glue on the pom-pom and probably on the very front part as well. That's what I had to do. It wouldn't stay on otherwise. And leave that to dry. The next bit for this is kind of optional. If you want your hedgehog to have spikes, you take some of those loose pages and pretty much fold them exactly as you did to make the hedgehog, just so that the bits will be where they need to be. You can just cut spikes and glue them on. I didn't really see the point. So what I've done here is folded it to get to the right size, and then I will cut spikes out of the top and just gently set them in between the pages to make the hedgehog spikes. And if you don't want to do this, don't bother. I just thought they were kind of cute. final step in this process is to give your hedgehog some feet. To do this, you're just going to take that strip of fleece that's in your packet and cut it into 4 fairly small pieces. I completely eyeballed every bit of this. There is no precision whatsoever going on. I cut 4 little rectangles out, rounded them off, and glued them to the bottom. That is all there is to this, and after that you are done. And here we have a finished hedgehog. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to log your reading in the Reader Zone app, and I will see you next week.